flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Gerardo Anaya.
Present.
Vice Mayor Lorena Delgadillo.
Present.
Councilmember Jesus Roldan.
Present.
Councilmember Luis Galindo. Councilmember Miguel Villalpando.
Present.
Councilmember Juan Castillo.
Present.
Councilmember Marta Gonzalez.
Present.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you. We're going to move on. Call to the public. Anybody from the public want to address council? There's none. We're going to move on to consent agenda. We have 4 items. Check register for the month of November 2025. Approval of the renewal contract with the Humane Society of Yuma for fiscal year 2026 and 2027. The amounts of $41,650 and $43,730 respectively. Approval of a professional service agreement between the City of Somerton and Nexxus Consulting LLC for federal lobbying services. And item number 4, approval of the 4th amendment to the city manager employment agreement with Lizandro Galaviz. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve consent agenda.
So motion by Councilman Castillo, and since there's 3 or more council members, I'm gonna ask for a roll call on the votes. Is there a second?
I'll second that, Mayor.
Second by Roldan. Roll call.
Mayor Gerardo Anaya.
Present.
Vice Mayor.
Aye or nay?
I'm not used to voting. Aye.
Vice Mayor Lorena Delgadillo.
Aye.
Councilmember Jesus Roldan.
Aye.
Councilmember Luis Galindo. Councilmember Miguel Villalpando.
Aye.
Councilmember Juan Castillo.
Aye.
Councilmember Marta Gonzalez.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, we're gonna move on to old business, discussion and possible action to waive the procurement code for CIP number 2026.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Saul Arbor, Community Development Director. The item before you is an item that we're bringing back to you for consideration and possible approval. CIP number 2026 GF022. This is the Welcome to Somerton entrance sign that was presented to you previously, I believe back in September or October of this year. Mayor and Council, just to refresh you on this item, this is for the welcome sign that is to be installed at Main Street and Avenue D intersection, atop a concrete pedestal base that we installed last year. At the September 16th, so it was September, at the September 16th meeting, the council was presented with a couple of design options from 4 bidders, and council directed staff to make some revisions to the 4 bids, the 4 proposals, and return to council with an updated design and actually obtain prices for them. So we went back to the 4 original people who responded to our request, and we received 3. So of the 4, only 3 decided to provide an updated proposal and price. They were CNS Signs, Sign Masters, and Pen Signs, with the lowest one being from CNS Signs. Nevertheless, we have all 3 here for your consideration. And hopefully you will like one of them. So this is the location of the sign, about 300 feet to the east of the intersection of Avenue D and Main Street. As mentioned, the city installed a concrete pedestal last year.
Mayor?
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to declare a conflict on this one. So I'm gonna be abstaining and not voting.
Thank you, Councilman Villalpando.
Mayor?
Yes,
Mayor, this is Councilmember Galindo. Sorry, I was having trouble to log in, but I was there for the motion.
okay.
Thank you. Sorry.
So this is installed. There was an electrical conduit installed as well. So the pedestal is ready for installation. So the first design option that we have here for your consideration is from the Penn Sign Company. It features a illuminated sign, approximately 7 feet tall, with programmable LED letters that can be adjusted in whatever the city wants to do with it. It can be for, or, to match the water tower, or in observance of a specific, domestic violence or breast cancer awareness. All of them actually have that feature. But this is a very similar to what was previously previously presented to you, except that this is, per your direction, a blend of the two most popular signs. So this is from Penn Signs. The cost for this sign is $49,900. The next one is from CNS Signs. So this one is from El Centro. Total 122 inches, so approximately 10 feet in height total. This is more of a gold Art Deco design with rock veneer. This one's a little bit wider than the old one, the previous one. This one's about 30 inches wide. The other one was closer to 2 feet. And there's a nighttime rendering for this one. Actually, you can tell there with the backlighting, it looks real nice. And the cost for this one is, I don't think I saw it on here, but it's listed in the report. $49,945. And I'll show you the final one. So this is from Sign Masters. Very similar. All the signs really are similar in design because they took cues from your direction. And again, the final sign design, this is just to sell the idea. Staff will still work closely with the designer of whichever one you select to fine tune it, and the final design will be brought back to you for the final approval. And the company Penn Signs actually requested to resubmit this one. Again, this one was one of the original ones presented, but they did resubmit this one and rebid this one. So the cost for the first design here submitted by Sign Masters was I got it back in the report, I'm sorry. $61,680. Are there any questions from the council on any of the designs? Anything that stands out from any of them? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, looking at the signs, I see that we have budgeted 50,000, and I see 2 of the 3 proposals that are above that. Are those even an option to be considered?
That is correct, Councilmember Castillo. We only have 50,000. That would be, I guess, up to you if you wish to increase the budget for this, but what was budgeted for this fiscal year was 50,000.
I'm just wondering where the difference would. I mean, it's like to go.
With one of the more expensive? That might be a finance question. I truthfully don't know that, don't have the answer. Maybe Chona can answer though.
Hi, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Council, Chona Medell, Finance Director. The budget is 50,000. That's what we have as a CIP. Or actually, it's actually operational. So within the line items of community development budget, due to the fact that it is in community development budget, we would have to find the difference. It is recommended and best practice to remain within the budget as far as 50,000. But again, it would be your direction.
Any other comments?
Mayor, I have a question.
Vice Mayor, go ahead.
So you mentioned that when you started your presentation that you hope that we choose one of them. But if we do choose one, do we still have time to say, oh, well, you know what? In my opinion, I don't like where it says the best little city. Can that be taken off if council agrees with that? Or this is set in stone, we have to pick one of them, just as is?
No, Councilwoman, what was that? Vice Mayor. Yeah, no, absolutely. We can still fine tune it. As I mentioned, there's still plenty of time to, like you said, if you don't like best little city or any of those details, we can certainly work with the vendor to revise it, and then it'll be brought back to you for final approval. What we're really asking for tonight is for council to select a vendor and to approve the waiving of the procurement code for this so that we can proceed with that fine tuning that you mentioned and really get this project going, because it's been in the work for over 2 years at this point. And I understand that council had directed that they wanted this accomplished as soon as possible. So that's really our main goal, is to get this going. And
so if your goal is to basically select one of the companies, then we only have two, right? Two as an option that
There's
meet
three.
the budget. Three?
Well,
Two, right? Two are
Well-
49?
yeah, that meet the budget, but there's
Right.
3 options.
Right, there's 3 options, but in reality, because there was only 50,000 in budget, we can only pick out of 2
to stay within the, what's that?
to stay within the budget, right? Like as Chona recommended.
Vice Mayor, this is Chona, Chona Medell, Finance Director. With you waiving the procurement of this vendor, we can select a vendor for the ones that you have and then go negotiate a price, negotiate your details, because this didn't go through formal bidding process as far as an RFP, that to state the scope of work and to state what the design was, and that's not set in stone. So if we can go and move forward and pick a vendor, whichever amount that whichever one that you would like, and then Saul can negotiate maybe to get back down to the 50,000 within budget.
Councilmember
Okay.
Gonzalez? Yeah. For me at least, the CNS makes it easier. They all look the same, pretty similar. So if we're gonna choose, at least for me, it would be CNS, and I like the city logo on the was it the sign masters over the star, but I guess that's something that we can discuss later. But as far as today's is selecting a vendor. So if there's any other questions, I'll take a motion and then we'll go to. Yes, that's the CNS, yeah.
Correct, yes.
I make a motion to approve the CNS, and just we can pick 2, right?
No, one.
One. I make a motion to approve for CNS.
There's a motion by Vice Mayor Delgadillo.
But can I also amend it and add the city logo instead of the star?
But he's gonna bring a rendition, so I guess that can probably, you can probably bring it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the motions that we are requesting tonight, council, is actually two motions, or it could be one. I guess it would be one. The motion would be to select a vendor. It sounds like you want to go with CNS. And also to waive the procurement code for CIP number 2026 GF022. That would allow us to both make tweaks to the design and also to negotiate the prices mentioned by Chona.
Do you want to make your motion, Vice Mayor?
Yes, I make a motion as stated, as what I had stated, CNS.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Gonzalez. Roll call.
Mayor Gerardo Anaya,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Lorena Delgadillo,
Okay.
Councilmember Jesus Roldan,
Aye.
Councilmember Luis Galindo,
Aye.
Councilmember Miguel Villalpando,
Abstaining.
Councilmember Juan Castillo,
Aye.
Councilmember Marta Gonzalez.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council. And we'll get that design back to you as soon as possible.
We're gonna move on to new business. Item 7.1, discussion and possible action to award contract for RFP number 2026-002.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council, Saul Albor, Community Development Director. The item before you on the agenda is a discussion and possible action to award the contract for RFP 2026-002, the 5-year strategic plan 2027 to 2032. Mayor and Council, the staff began a search in a competitive RFP process to find a qualified vendor for a 5-year strategic plan. We began this process earlier this year, and in accordance with our procurement policies, it was published, the RFP was published, and we received 3 proposals responding to the RFP. That would be Barry Dunn, McNeil and Parker LLC, Baker Tilly Advisory Group LP, and Future IQ Incorporated. In November, the RFP selection committee convened to review the submitted proposals, and the committee's preferred vendor was selected as Future IQ of Minneapolis, Minnesota. They have a strong track record of facilitating strategic planning processes for public agencies, and their data-driven methodology and their comprehensive public engagement framework was tailored to Somerton to deliver a forward-thinking strategic plan. The cost of this contract would be $75,000 even, and it is allocated within fiscal year budget 25 to 26 under CIP number 2026 GF028, account 204001. So tonight we are asking that council award the contract for the RFP number 2026-002, 5-year strategic plan 2027-2032 to Future IQ in the amount of $75,000. Are there any questions from council?
Questions or comments? There's none. Is there a motion?
Move, Mayor.
Motion by, was it Councilman Roldan? What was it? Galindo?
I'll second it, Mayor.
Second by Councilman Roldan. Those in favor? Roll call.
Mayor Gerardo Anaya,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Lorena Delgadillo,
Aye.
Councilmember Jesus Roldan,
Aye.
Councilmember Luis Galindo,
Aye.
Councilmember Miguel Villalpando,
Aye.
Councilmember Juan Castillo,
Aye.
Councilmember Marta Gonzalez.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Item 7.2, discussion and possible
Thank
action to approve the budget reallocation for fiscal year 2026 capital improvement projects.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council. This item is brought to you for council discussion and possible action regarding adjustments to the fiscal year 26 capital improvement project budget. Over the course of the fiscal year, staff has experienced increased project costs due to inflation, supply chain challenges, scheduling constraints, and the need to address several unanticipated emergency situations and projects. To keep the critical and high priority projects on track and complete within fiscal year 26, staff is recommending reallocating funds within the existing CIP projects and budget. The total approved fiscal year 26 CIP budget was 14.6 million. This amount will not change or exceed. Projects cannot be completed this fiscal year, will defer and be reconsidered for future budgeting cycles based on overall city priorities. The following items outlined the proposed adjustments for council's consideration. Before you is the water CIP project listing. The first item is the water treatment plant media replacement. This amount will increase $200,000. The cost of the media replacement increase is due to the inflation cost, which is the total amount was $300,000, which we did get a bid for. The Orange Grove waterline replacement streets design as well as construction. One was budgeted for $20,000 for the design, and the other was budgeted for $100,000. This project is a project incorporated with Yuma County projects as far as the Orange Grove waterline replacement. And attending meetings with Yuma County, this project will not start until later in the fiscal year. Therefore, this item will be pushed to fiscal year 27. Also, the amounts in here have not been set out for bid or set out for project assignment. So the amounts were not correct. So these two items will do, one will decrease 20,000, the other will decrease 100,000. Replacement of the emergency truck. Originally, the budget was 46,000. We're decreasing it, increasing it 14,688. The truck, emergency truck cost when it was bidded out was $60,688. The item for the block fence for the water treatment plant and the wastewater treatment plant. This project has not been evaluated by design or even bid out. Therefore, it will not be completed by June the 2026. So therefore, we're going to move it to get a better idea of what the cost will be and make sure that so it's going to be in future budgets of the CIPs. The next three items, there's no changes. The next division is the wastewater division. The first item on the crane truck, this cost of this vehicle actually lowered. The original amount budgeted was $112,153. The total cost came back at $92,531. So it'll decrease $19,622. The next is the wastewater treatment plant odor control. This project included the design for the influent channel and construction. It was actually, this project was considered for the design of the odor control and the construction, but it was not enough. The design was way more than what was anticipated. So therefore, we took this odor control as well as the influent channel and got a cost. And it came back to $124,577 total. So it reduced the original price of $162,423. So this project is just needed more evaluation and make sure that we have the right items in order to move forward. The flight pump was purchased. There's no changes on that one. And the Razwas flight pump was no changes. The block fence, I had just discussed that one as far as it wouldn't be completed by June 26. It was allocated to water and wastewater. So we're going to remove that. That decreased $12,500. As stated previously, the influent channel design was included in the odor control design, so we're gonna decrease that line item 30,000 because the original budget was 30,000. The wastewater treatment plant upgrades, there was no changes to that line item. HERF and Streets Division for the CIPs, pavement preservation rural roads was budgeted for 150,000. Yuma County did not budget. We usually incorporate with Yuma County to make sure that we can utilize their contractor and kind of piggyback off of their contract in order to do our preservations for rural roads. Yuma County did not budget for fiscal year 26. They're budgeting for fiscal year 27. So we will decrease that one 150,000. Pavement preservation for the inner city has gone up. It's just construction overall has gone up. Therefore, this line item will increase $56,329. The total price is $226,329. 17th, Orange to Cesar Chavez pathway. This total cost and design and construction cost came higher. It was 83,000. Therefore, we originally budgeted 60,000, so that increase will be 23,000. There's no changes. Yes.
I'm sorry, Mayor, if I may?
Yes.
I just want to clarify on the pathway, this would be the first phase, which would be curbing and asphalt, and then the lights and benches would come afterwards for this amount, just to be clear. It's not the complete pathway.
Parking lot, Paracone design. This one, there's no changes. That's 16,343. The light between the Circle K lighting and then the arm for the installation for the intersection by Circle K and Main Street. That was an emergency situation due to the storm that we had. Therefore, we had to work with the county to get the signal temporary fixed. We're still trying to get all of the items and the equipment that are going to be permanent. So this increased 50,689. So the total project cost was 156,988. The arm signal was included with the emergency items. So therefore, we're decreasing that line item $10,000. There's no changes on the HERF Project 007, HERF Project 08, and HERF Project 09. The next one is highlighted incorrectly. Actually, it's supposed to be highlighted for Project 011. Project 10 is still the same project. There's no changes to that. And when I get to my final and clean version, it does have the correct version on there. The light study will be removed at 30,000. That will decrease. The light study has not been started. Therefore, there is no possible way to complete it by June 26th. So that we're just going to move it to future fiscal years.
If I may, Mayor, and just give a quick update to Mayor and Council on the traffic light study. I'm currently working with Yuma County and the city of San Luis, and we are going to be working on joining forces to evaluate and having something similar that the city of Yuma does with their lights, traffic lights. So we're working on a proposal that the county and city of Somerton, city of San Luis will work together and come up with a type of organizational group that will help address those and have kind of a South County wide project for all traffic signals in the area that will help communicate to each other and really support the flow of traffic in the whole area. So I just want to give you that update.
The next section is fleet services. The first project was the reclaim machine. There was no changes. The second project was the shop swamp cooler, originally for $16,000. Was originally only proposed for just the swamp cooler itself. It didn't indicate any electrical, any ducting, anything that was extra. So therefore, the price was going to be more expensive and we needed a scope of work. So the project was not going to be completed by the fiscal year 26. So it'll be moving to fiscal year 27. So the total differences, so the total increases are $344,706. The total decreases are $563,045, which gives a roughly a balance of 218,339 credit. So there are three items that budgetary standpoint that we did not have or did not foresee. One was the consent item that you had just approved, the Nexxus, which is for this fiscal year, 42,000 increase. The next item is emergency that has happened, which is the public safety emergency air conditioner replacement, which is $29,018, which was not budgeted and anticipated. And then the third one is the census analytics. And this goes back to the water meter reading software. I know that we had a presentation in regards to our water meters. This software we already have in place, but this particular module is not included. This particular module will help us pinpoint all our issues with the water as far as the loss, pinpoint some of the billing issues that we're having. So the total of those three line items are $52,018. Again, as I had stated in previous, the changes are not going to exceed the budget or change the budget in any way. It's just strictly changing line items and reallocating them to different projects. I checked, we transfer in several $1,000s to the enterprise CIP from general funding. So therefore the mix between enterprise and general fund will not have any issues due to the fact that we transfer in. So these items that you see below you, the three items that were additional are from general fund and one is from enterprise, will have no bearing due to the fact that we do transfer in for general funds. Here is a clean version of the new CIP listing. Does anybody have any questions on any of these items?
Any questions or comments?
Mayor, I have a question.
Vice Mayor, go ahead.
Jonah, you said that for the emergency, was it for the AC unit? I'm sorry, I missed that little part for the police department or public safety?
Yes, for the public safety, they had their air conditioners go out on them at the beginning of the summer. I believe it was probably August that it happened. And we were scrounging around. Their budget was already tight as it is. So we were scrounging around trying to find line items. And when we knew that we were going to reallocate some of these line items, we put that item in there so that they didn't have to worry about the operational of their budget.
It was $29,000?
Correct.
Wow. Okay. I was just wondering. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mayor, if I may.
Councilman Villalpando.
Jonah, any of these projects on enterprise funds that were eliminated, were they identified in the previous rate study?
No, they were not, Councilman Villalpando. They were not corresponding with the rate study as their 10-year CIP.
Okay. So are they going to be included in the rate study? Because I know we're getting ready to look at that as well.
Yes, anything that has been removed, I kept it on a different sheet so that when we start our budgetary process, we'll start to kind of dive in and kind of compare with the water study that we just had, and they presented us a CIP for 10 years, and to just kind of identify. And with our new director looking at that, she can probably go into a little bit more detail on maybe how it affects it once budget comes around.
And that's what I was afraid of, that these projects are going to be removed and they're going to be put in a rate study, and that's just going to inflate our rates even more.
Any other questions or comments?
So the adjustments will allow the city to complete the priority projects within the approved fiscal year 26 CIP budget while deferring lower priority items for future consideration. Staff is requesting council's approval for the proposed reallocation as presented.
Any other comments? Is there a motion?
So move, Mayor, Councilman Roldan.
A motion
Second,
by
Mayor.
Councilman Roldan, second by Councilwoman Gonzalez. Roll call.
Mayor Gerardo Anaya,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Lorena Delgadillo,
Aye.
Councilmember Jesus Roldan,
Aye.
Councilmember Luis Galindo,
Aye.
Councilmember Miguel Villalpando,
Nay.
Councilmember Marta Gonzalez.
Right.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Skip Castillo.
Sorry, and Councilmember Juan Castillo.
Okay, summary of current events.
Mayor, first we have, this is Douglas, Public Works Director.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and council members. The water line inspections are being conducted at the construction sites as well as concrete and lighting. We are reviewing fleet manager applications. That is a vital component of public works as well. And we are preparing for the lighting parade and the Tamale Festival.
Thank you. Mayor, if I may, James Jones, our Parks and Rec Director, had a family. Oh, I'm sorry. You're hiding from me, James. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mayor and Vice Mayor and Council. James Jones, Parks and Rec Director. I got 3 items to share with you. Paracone Park, the field lights have been installed. They turned on. I have a video of it tonight. We are planning on hosting our first tournament there on January 9th through the 10th. We're going to have an opening ceremony. You guys will be invited to come and partake. We're looking forward to that. That's a big deal. You'll get more information in the upcoming days when we meet with the director of the tournament. Senior Center Christmas celebration is tomorrow from 10 to 12. Casa del Tamal will be the food. It's good stuff. And then last, I would like to thank staff would like to thank everyone here and wish them a happy Christmas and holiday season. Thank you.
That's all we have.
Vice Mayor.
I wanted to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Please be safe out there. Enjoy your families, your friends, and let's give thanks to what we have and start a brand new year with a head on straight, with the focus, and let's get that target. Thank you so much for everything that you do, and I can't wait for the light parade. That's all I have.
Councilman Villalpando.
I don't have anything, Mayor, besides wishing everybody a Merry Christmas, and I hope they spend quality time with their loved ones.
Councilman Roldan.
I think just same as the others, Mayor, just wishing all the employees, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and spend time with family, and hopefully see everyone at the light parade.
Councilman Galindo.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. See, it's a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Just like everybody else, thank you, all staff for all you do, and I hope you guys enjoy your your Christmas and the upcoming New Year. Thank you.
Councilman Castillo.
I just want to say that, when I attended the lighting of the tree ceremony, I think that was very well attended. So, I mean, everything was great. I mean, I kind of see that we need a bigger room, maybe more space, but it's good to see that we had a lot of people attended. I also attended the employee appreciation dinner. I want to thank everyone that planned it and everything. I know there was a lot of behind the scenes on it, so it was great and great prices too. So thank you everyone that attended. Also attended the Dia del Campesino event. Mayor was there also. I just want to wish everyone a happy holidays. You know, rest and you know, make those New Year's resolutions come throughout the year. You know,
Jim, another Jim.
you know, but I really just spend that quality time, and I'll see everyone at the light parade and the Tamale Fair.
Again, I wanna, echo the same thing. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and also thanks for all of your hard work on all these events that have been happening this month, starting with the tree lighting, the light parade, and then the tamale festival. It's a lot of work, and the staff puts a lot of work, a lot of time, and so hopefully after the tamale festival, you unwind, enjoy your families, and just enjoy the seasons. We have one item in executive session. It's the is discussion and or consultation for legal advice and for the city to consider its position and instruct its city attorney regarding negotiations to purchase, sale, lease, or potential condemnation of real property for public parking purposes are related to the acquisition of property located generally at the 300 block of West Spring Street. Is there a motion to open executive session?
So moved.
So motion by Vice Mayor Delgadillo, second by Councilman Roldan, Councilman Castillo. Oh, forgot about you again. All those in favor?
Aye.
Hey,
Okay. I think I heard, was it 2?
Aye.
and then Councilman Rondan also aye.
Okay. Motion carries. So we're taking a 5-minute break and then convening to executive.
Voy a votar.
Close executive session.
Make a motion to close executive session.
Second.
Second. Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Meeting's adjourned.
Hola, Luis.
A la espalda. Aquí. Yeah.